on that video, that intro video that played, part of the reason why I started Revolution Hive was because I wanted to teach young people, how do we become not just leaders of this society, how do we change it completely? How do we become what I like to call a social reformer? How do you reach the level of being like Mahatma Gandhi, like Martin Luther King, like Malala? And I was watching this film, the Gandhi film, I don't know if any of you have seen it, and it kind of reminded me of a lot of what is happening today. And this was when Mahatma Gandhi first went to South Africa, and he was sitting on a train. He's become a lawyer, he's wearing his nice suit, looking all gentlemanlike, and he's got his side parting to the side, looking all fresh. And the ticket inspector comes in and says to him, "You're sitting in a first-class carriage. Why? Where's your ticket?" And Mahatma Gandhi's like, "Oh, you see, actually, I bought," well, probably not like that, so more like trying to think of a bit of a fresh. "Actually, I've got a ticket, you know, it's right here, I'm supposed to be in this carriage. And it's 4 empty seats." And he paid, he worked hard, he's got his degree, he's a lawyer, he's well respected in the community, and yet a white ticket inspector from South Africa comes in and says to him, "You can't be here, I don't care if you've got a ticket, get out." And so they pick up his bags, they take all his stuff and throw him off the train. And he falls on the floor and he's like, "But I have a ticket, I don't understand." And I'm not trying to trivialize it here, but that's exactly the spark that he needed to take him out of mediocrity, out of the conditioning and the conformity that he was in, into a new situation. That's where he really decided, do you know what? The time for change is now. I don't accept this. I should be able to sit next to whoever I want. I have an equal right, just like everybody else. And similarly, in my own experience, as we're going through life and we're getting all this privilege, we live in the top 10% of the world's population. If you have a roof over your head, statistically, if you have a roof over your head, food every single day, money and a bed every single day, you're in literally the top 10%. You can look it up, globalrichlist.com. And some of us, we're walking through life, we're walking through day to day on autopilot. And that's the most dangerous thing you can do. Why? Because you're not in control. You're constantly reacting to everything that comes before you, just like Mahatma Gandhi was. Until he decided that day, do you know what? I decide. You don't get to decide if I sit on this carriage or not. I decide. We decide. And that's exactly the whole point of UpRising, of Concrete Collective, of this digital activist academy. Because there are people who are not here. There's only a few of us. But never underestimate the power of a small group of people to change everything.
On the long and hazy road to achieving your goals, your dreams, there are a number of different challenges and obstacles you'll meet. At the beginning of the road, you need a great reservoir of strength and courage to take that first step, to decide to do something different, something extraordinary. You can't control external events, but what you can control is where you want to go. The opportunities you take up, the friends you have in your life, where you're spending your money, the books you're reading, the music you're listening to, and so on. You can control those things, and that's your compass.